I'm gonna admit it. And it's gonna be a confession that I hope you understand, but I love fall. I love it. I know everyone does. We get tired of hearing about it, but come on. We love those warm flavors and especially those spices we start using in the kitchen. And these cookies bring out the best of all of that. They're the perfect thing to go in on a cool day, bake off, and then just enjoy because they are so delicious. These are an oatmeal sandwich cookie with a delicious cream filling. They have a little bit of cinnamon and some other spices. And honestly, they are perfect on a cool day with a hot cup of coffee or tea if that's your thing. And I cannot wait for you to try them. By now, we have done so many cookies, I know you know what you're doing. So you just want to cream up some butter with brown sugar. Cream it until it's a little bit lighter and fluffy. Obviously, brown sugar never gets as light as white sugar will, so just cream it until it's lighter and really has worked into the butter. Scrape down the sides of the bowl just to make sure everything is mixing evenly at each step. Add your eggs. Mix them in until they're fully incorporated. Now for the dry ingredients. Flour, salt, baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice. Finish it with the oatmeal, and then mix it until it's completely incorporated. Take that bowl off the mixer, clean off the beater, and then mix it up by hand just to make sure everything's incorporated. I really find that sometimes on these large mixing bowls, I don't know about you, but mine doesn't always mix in completely and sometimes there's some bits on the bottom. So you don't want that. Just stir it a little bit with your spatula and make sure it's all together. Drop cookies onto a parchment baking sheet, and I always use a cookie scoop because you know what? It makes an even cookie and it's a lot easier. Place them into a preheated oven and bake them until they are golden around the edges but still soft in the center. Pull them out of the oven. Let them cool on the pan for at least 5 minutes because that's where they finish baking. And then remove them and place them on a cooling rack. That will help the bottoms crisp slightly and not get too much moisture and get soggy. While they're cooling and you're finishing off baking the rest of the cookies, you can make the cream filling because honestly, who doesn't want some cream frosting-like filling? This is so simple. Take some room temperature butter, maple syrup, vanilla, cinnamon, and powdered sugar. Mix that all together until it's really smooth and there are no lumps. You can check it if you need to. You can add more sugar or more maple syrup just to smooth it out, and then set it aside until you're ready to assemble your cookies. When the cookies are completely cooled, and let me tell you something, if they're not cooled and you put the frosting on, it is gonna drip all over, melt everywhere, and it's gonna be like, why did I do this? Let them cool completely. It does not take that long. Use a small scoop or just an offset spatula and just put some of that delicious filling in one cookie and then put another cookie on top of it. It is a sandwich and it's delicious. I mean, these are kind of like those favorite little cookies you probably had when you were younger that were like oatmeal cookies with cream filling, but they're like 10 times better. They're the adult version, and honestly, I don't know why you wouldn't love them. These cookies are the perfect fall cookie. They have some warm spices, they're simple, they're almost bite-sized, so you can eat as many as you want. On top of that, they're really easy, they freeze well like all of my cookies do, and they're perfect for those cool fall days. If you agree and like this recipe, make sure to click like below and subscribe to the Great Boxwood channel. I haven't done cookies for a while and I know you love them, so make sure to tell me what cookies you are wanting to see coming up because I love to make your favorites. Happy baking!